Let me introduce myself, y'all. I'm here to give out a lecture. My name is Yasir. My original name is Michael Williams. I'm 25 years old. Um, a little bit of input about a little bit of input on my cultural background would be for me is that my culture which is Jamaican and Haitian has you know has helped me develop through life, you know, and carry more than just a culture. You know what I'm saying? I carry a systematic way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So this way of thinking has been shaped by survival, rhythm, resistance, and spiritual awareness. To be aware is to be alive. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really give interest. So from growing up on my culture, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their limitations in life that they gotta surmount past, and everybody got their ups and downs. And people don't understand. Well, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that like the changes that you really make in your life is gonna be based on, you know what I'm saying, the way the feelings and the emotions you put out, the way you inspire and influence other people. And all right, so now that I'm through with that, you know what I'm saying, I just want to blow past that real quick. I didn't want to motherfucking stay stuck in that one motherfucking margin of talking about ethnicity and culture and all that. So we're gonna talk about some very interesting stuff today in this very large download that I have for you today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about a lot of words that people use. You know what I'm saying? A lot of words that are being used every day that, you know what I'm saying, maybe getting overlooked for just, you know what I'm saying, it's just regular etymology. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna have this talk about psychological potential and, you know what I'm saying, and intuition and things like that. That's what we about to speak of more. So I'm about to light up, I'm about to spark up, and then I'm gonna let y'all spark up, y'all smoke, roll up, get high, do what y'all like to do. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'm about to show y'all, or I'm about to give y'all a breakdown of how you could pretty much revolutionize the way you live, because your revolutionary starts within your heart. So you could revolutionize the way you live, you know what I'm saying, without interfering with anyone else's lives, you know what I'm saying, and still being able to, you know, without interfering with anybody else's interventions, you know what I'm saying. So, well, hold on. All right, so where we gonna start at is we're going to speak about psychological potential. Here are my notes. I'm reading it back to you, word for word. Psychological potential is a state of internal readiness where a person accumulates emotion, thought, and experience and awareness that builds into action, which is intuition, which is wisdom in action, which is rather than knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge is pretty much basically like whatever's been externalized. You know what I'm saying? Like basically a person that write a book, a person who is an author, right? You know, a person who's an author basically knows how to like set it up with like ethics and morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? So let's Google right now what psychological potential is in the definition of Google. Right. So Google tells us that it is the inherent capacity for growth, self-actualization, optimal functioning, and so on and so on. So let's just put it like this. Let's take that author, right, for example, that we just used for an example before. So basically, let's say this author, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, you know, coming from a kid, developing to an adolescent, into a man. This person can surmount everyone else as long as, you know what I'm saying, he can find solace within himself. You know what I'm saying? So like, basically, what I mean when I say find solace is basically like, whatever he do is for the it's for his own. It's for his own, you know, internal conflict of, you know what I'm saying, like what's gonna make him conflictive, and what's gonna make him feel like he's consolidated. So when you go within yourself for a while, and you kind of you basically go deep within yourself for a while, and you get away from people's the judgments of society and the assumptions of society and all of the things obstructing your awareness. When you are able to get away from that, you know what I'm saying? Or when you are able to not just get away from it, but you are able to stand apart from it. You know what I'm saying? You stand apart from it. When you stand apart from those type of people in society who are very like got all that shit going on, basically you get everything out of life by you accumulating emotion, thought, experience, and awareness that basically you kind of like store it and you wait to utilize it later. So it's like you moving off of intuition, and you moving off intuition when you do this, which is wisdom in action. You know what I'm saying? This is potential energy that waits to build itself up into an action. You know what I'm saying? Where rather, like I said, knowledge is something where, it could come with, like, it could be a whole, like, take that book I said, for example, earlier, it could be another interpretation of that book. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you take the right or wrong. It's how you take the ethics, the ethical codes and morals, and how you choose. Okay, you choose right or wrong. You choose what's basically ethical. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, just because you picked up and read the book, don't mean somebody else may see it and like it and pick up and read it. So you gotta understand knowledge, like, come on now. Knowledge is something that's external. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? A person gets an idea and then they write the idea down. They don't just, but the thing about it is, that's why it becomes knowledge, because it's you got this big old system of information just floating around, which is knowledge. And basically each and every person got their own ethics and their own way that they view how they wanna process things differently. So whatever pertains to your individuality, you know what I'm saying? You gonna see the result of that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, like, you gotta be patient with your negative outcomes. But you gotta understand, like, you will see the result of, you know what I'm saying, um the potential of your the way you think and the way and your emotions, and you know what I'm saying, how to maximize your psychological potential. You know what I'm saying? So basically, these ethics and these moral codes that everybody has to apply to, you know what I'm saying, in order to, get that input and that output in their life. Cause, you know what I'm saying, what psychological potential is basically you non-reactive to, circumstance. You non-reactive to certain people, and you know what I'm saying. Because basically what it is you are already within yourself, always maximizing your creativity, and you're maximizing, you know what I'm saying? You're always creating a newer version of you, right? So you don't really get identified with too many things around you. You kind of stay like, okay, you stay in the range of, okay, if we talking about likes and dislikes, I'm not going to identify with what I see traditionally going on. I'm gonna see, within the community, I'm gonna identify with myself and my own myself and the accumulation of my own emotions, thoughts, and experience and awareness. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna run it back on y'all again. Psychological potential is a state of internal readiness. Internal readiness meaning you are prepared for proper performance. So you are prepared to not perform not perform poorly. So basically, it keeps you in the range of, okay, now I'm realizing, like, I'm doing what's good for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what's good for me. You know what I'm saying? We gonna break down bad and good, all that shit. Like, we gonna break down. Let me go through the notes here. We gonna break down wisdom wisdom comes in the form of action. We gonna come down upon cause me, I always say, like, hold on, y'all, I'm gonna make a part 2.